Hello! Alright, let's get that working right. Hey, what is up, my good friends? It is I, Tramell Ray Isaac, Senior Art Director for PlanetSide 2, and this is Inside the Player Studio, where we will be going over some very awesome stuff from our good friends out there in the community. Making really cool stuff for this game we call PlanetSide 2. Oh man, it's been a week already. Time flies. I got nothing new. I got some really cool stuff though that I want to show and go over. Stuff like that. No updates on the tool just yet. It's all pending on legal approval. So all the testing and stuff is done. You know, Skirving and Lang has got all this stuff tightened up. Everything's good to go. Just gotta wait on legal to give the little sign it off on the dotted line. Bam, done deal. So then you guys will have something in your hands that you can actually create really cool stuff with and be able to visualize that as well. Let's see. I got some codes today. Bam, look at that. Gotta stick around for that. Station cash. I don't even know how much it is either. I just asked community members for some station cash and it was like, here you go. It could be 15, could be 25, who knows. Could be all kinds of denominations of flow coming your way, but you gotta stay tuned, my friends. You gotta stay tuned. All right, so what is going on in here? What's up, Mick Fluff? I like the shirt too. Look at that. We actually sponsored the Travis Mannion race last year, I believe. I don't know if we're sponsoring this year. That's on Lauren, but yeah, we actually ran that. That was pretty cool. If you guys want to donate to a pretty good foundation, please do that. Any questions, throw them in the chat window and I will get to them post haste. What did Matt? But hello, look at this. Look at this. Horrible start. Horrible start. You guys didn't even tell me. Didn't even tell me. Why didn't you tell me? See how this works? Didn't even tell me that the sound was all off. I'm sitting here talking to myself, rambling on and such. Can't even hear me. Now you can hear me though. I think we're good. Anyway, like I said, I don't have nothing for you. I got nothing but really cool stuff. So I'm gonna hop right into this. Since I've already wasted 3 minutes of talking over silence, you guys should have warned me. Why didn't you tell me? Anyway, let's get into this. I already got some stuff picked out. See what we got here. We got some lightning. NC lightning stuff. NS lightning stuff. Look at this. Mr. Arctorn. Arctorn doing his thing. MF Doom shirt. It's not MF Doom, dude. It's Travis Mannion Foundation. Maybe they ripped off his logo. Who knows? Don't know. But we're going to get into this one. The NC Peregrine set for the lightning. See, he's got some stuff in here. Let's see where he starts. See where he starts off. Just start doing some stuff on the front piece. Looking good. Let's get back to this. He starts down here. Get some other stuff in here. Got some more attachments going. I like the turret. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I like the turret top. Good job there, Arctorn. I don't know if he's in the chat just yet. Arctorn's on a different time scale. He's in Hawaii and stuff. All right, let's see what he's got now. All right, see, Torny. The one thing I would say, this area is a little bland. You might want to throw some a little bit of line work in there. I like this though. This is broken up enough. I like this the way it is. See, one of the good things is it's like you don't want too much. Like I think he's got a good balance of broad spaces and little tight areas. So he's got some tight details here, and you got some broad spaces here, which is good. But I think you need maybe a little bit more detail just on the sides. Let's see if he's got like a 3D model up in here. All right, cool. Like one of the things see, you got a little bit of stretching in there, a little bit of stretching, but you can solve that by adding some more geometry up in there. Let's see what his geo looks like. Geometry. Yeah, you can. You got plenty. You got plenty to go. You got money to blow. Oh. Got polys to blow. All right. Yeah, just cut that in half and maybe add some more detail so you can get this squared away. But yeah, look at that. It's nice balance. So you can still see the shapes. It's not all crowded. You know, you don't have a lot of line work. Yeah, I agree. Waffle Squad. It does look beautiful. Very nicely done. Yeah, looks good. Nicely done there, Arc Torn. All right, let's moving on to the next one. Look at this. So I saw this one and I thought Pyro X Psycho was coming up with some ideas. He just wanted to generate some ideas, and yeah, there's where how it goes. You know, people just get out there and say, "Hey, I want to start making some ideas," throwing it out there. Then a little Pyro throws out, you know, obviously not the highest of quality, but the point is just to get, you know, he's getting the point across. That's all you really need. So, you know, obviously you can't really see who's what and what's what up in here, because this could either be, that could be VS or NC. Don't know. I don't know which one's which. So, yeah, this is probably definitely NC for sure. This one kind of looks like a TR, could be. But I think he's kind of, what he's trying to do is trying to feel out the style. So, trying to feel out the style. Does he read chat? Yes, I read chat. LC707. I saw you in there. I read it all the time, sir. So just keep on going. All right. Yeah. So then he's starting to fill out some more. You know, obviously, you know, stuff gets kind of filled out, but yeah. Yeah, it's a good start. It's a good start, but that's what it's all about. I like the bottle opener on that one. That one's pretty cool. That is definitely NC. But yeah, that's what, you know, you don't actually have to be like the most talented, you know, artist. But you know, it all starts with a good idea. So there you go. You got some great ideas. Make sure you flesh those out, and keep them coming. Good job there, Psycho. All right, let's go back up to Mr. Let's see who does this. The TR Helmet Tango. All right, Cuff Striker. What is it? Cuff Skater. All right, Cuff Skator. Let's see what you got there, homie. Starting up in here. Yeah, see, these don't even really, and not really tiara, but let's see how it formulates down below. All right, well, I don't know where yeah, okay, this one's up. This is the mask up. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Like it down. I like that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's interesting. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, what happened here? What's going on here? All right, starting to change. People are making some you know, comments here, which is good. All right, let's see what's up. See how it goes. No, what the heck? No. Okay, what's going on? It's all over the place. Come on, stick with something. All right, let's see where he ends up. The suspense is killing me. All right, let's see what's going on down here. All right, do the face mask down. That's all you got to do. Do with the face mask down, because all the rest of the stuff on the inside is just not. Nah, I'm not feeling it. But yeah, do the face mask down, because I think that's your best bet. Because all of this stuff in here is just, you know, you losing it because you really can't have a visor with the TR aesthetic. So you're gonna have to nuke that. But instead, you've already got something that's really nice on your base helmet. Just go with, you know, this thing. It's unique. It's, you know, it's definitely something that hasn't been done out there. So, you know, sometimes you got to stick with your gut. And in this situation, I think you were listening to a lot of feedback, which is cool. But sometimes, you got to stick with it. Nipples. Yeah, I like the nipples. I like the visor down, dude. Visor down. That's what you got to do. I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. Visor down. Bam. Make that known. That's your best bet. Ooh, double S. Yeah. I like that. I like the visor down. Yep, let's do that one. Visors all belong to Vanu. In the most part. You can have visors on NC too, though. NC can have them. All right. The Thrax helmet. Thrax helmet. All right. Who's got this? Samurai Chef. I saw you in the chat there, Samurai Chef. Are you still with me? Are you still with me? Yeah, thank you, Disky. I love you too, sir. That video was fun to make. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. All right, Red Mystic. Gun code for Little Red Mystic. I don't know. If you behave yourself. I don't have any gun codes. I got station cash. I'm giving away free cash. So, you know, stay tuned for that. All right, let's get into this helmet real quick. So he started off with this design. And I don't know if I particularly, you know, like this for the TR. But let's see how it... Oh, that's it. That's all. I thought there was more. All right, Samurai Chef, if you are still in the building. There you go. I see you. I see you, homie. All right. Yeah, dude, this is... I don't really know what's going on. So what you need is to kind of bring it all together, find out like what else is going on in here, because I can see you get the rough idea. But are you gonna rock it with a neck sock? What are you gonna do down here? Are you gonna do something else? You're gonna bring this up some. Like, what are you gonna do with this? This is what I really want to know, so that I can give you an honest opinion of this helmet. The dots, can't really call it just yet, because you know you don't have all the associated pieces that bring it together. But I want to say first glance it might be too much, and plus it's kind of off center. This one's off, a little off. This one might need to be moved over a little bit, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Guys, get in there, give Samurai Chef a little bit of love and give him some guidance, please. Throw some comments in his thread so that he can move forward. That's what it's all about. It's helping each other. So if you get in there, give him some some compliments, some comments, whatever you want to do. Just get in there and let him know what you think of his helmet. That's going to help him move it along a little bit better than what I'm doing here. All right. Let's see. Shiver77, you in the chat. Are you there, sir? Are you there? I don't know if he is. Anybody got any questions? Just go ahead and bust that out and throw that in the chat. I might just glance over and catch it. All right, so this is supposed to be TR, and I'm looking at it. First and foremost, this neck thing has got squeezed in. You got to squeeze it closer to the neck itself. So that's way too big. First and foremost, some of your line, some of the line work. Yeah, again, this is just at the very beginning stages, so it can be, anything can happen at this point. But I think you might have something if you just simplify this. I think you can actually pull this out of the dumps. So I'm looking at this right now and I'm seeing something. If you just took this shape right here, moved it all the way across, and it's just flat right here, all the way, just get rid of all of this bull jive. This is flat all the way across, all the way down to here, right? And then right down the middle, you put like a little slit with some emissive in there. I think you might be on to something. Then of course you got to throw some details in here, a little ear hole, earpiece, whatnot, and clean that up. And I think you just might have something. But I think for the design of this thing, your best bet is to simplify it. Just keep it real simple. Keep this real simple. Get rid of all this bull jive in there. Clean this up. Just send this all the way across. Fill that up. Fill that up. Do a nice little slit in the middle. Bam, bam. Round it off at the top. Emissive. Done deal. That's what I'm going to say. That's my word on that one. So go, if you're listening, Shiver, please do that, sir. If not, you'll find out next time you watch the show. So there you go. I think you're on to something else. Anybody got any questions? Yes, I stream every Monday. That's supposed to be Monday. Every Monday at 5 o'clock. So our good friend Faven is back in the mix. Back in the mix. Looking for some advice. A little bit of advice. Faven, says help me pick the next new concept there. He's going on here. So if you guys, oh, look at that. That looks pretty cool. I like that. Okay. All right, I like that one too. Faven, up to his old tricks again. Yeah. All right. I think you already, I mean, you don't need me picking nothing. I think you already got it covered, sir. I think you've got it covered. Yeah, good old Faven. So anybody want to give Faven some feedback on his most awesome concepts? Look at that. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. That was pretty cool too. And look, he's got a tube in there. And I'm not even bitching about it. Imagine that. Anyway, there you go. Faven's off to a lovely start as usual. Give that man some feedback. Go ahead and toss that in there in his thread. Help me pick a new concept. So there you go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give out some yeah, it's got a massive forehead. WM depth. I think so. I think it looks good on that. We'll go ahead and give out a code to one person. Done deal. Don't even get to scrolling, please. Don't even start. I got one code for Undivide. I believe that is the name. Undivide. One code goes. Like I said, I don't. These are station cash codes. I don't even know how much they are. I know it's free money you don't have to deal with. So there you go. More money for you. More money for us. All right. Undivide, you in there? I saw you. I saw you. If you want to collect that casharoo and find out exactly how much it is, please stick around till after the stream so I can give that out to you. Because of course, if you leave it to me to write your name down perfectly, it's not going to happen. Just trust me on this. Just stick around till after the stream. You'll be better off. All right. Let's move it along. Move it along. If you guys got any questions, man, toss that up in the chat, please. Them codes. This is true. Yeah, it's too late, Jackson City. I've already given it out. So I'm going to hit you up again. Give me another 10 minutes. Another 10 minutes. I'm going to drop another one. All right, so here you go. Hood ornament. What do you guys think? Blaze5727 wants to know if this is a proper hood ornament. I think it's pretty cool. Question, will TR suppressor model be updated to make it larger and easier to see from a distance? I don't know. Nothing real. We didn't really think about that. Does it need to be larger and easier to see from a distance if it's a suppressor? I don't know. If it's too large, then yeah, then it'll probably be out of whack for the actual weapon. So who knows? I don't know. Never really thought about it. Good question though. Looks amazing. Yeah, I think that's a pretty cool model. I like it. Whether it's maybe a little too much for a hood ornament. Yeah, because you got a lot of small details up in here that will not translate, and it's probably outside of your poly requirement for hood ornaments. Yeah, like all this stuff needs to be simplified. Bunch of simplify some stuff. Yeah, it's a little bit too complex, but if we just simplify it and bring it on down, maybe it'd be acceptable. What do you think? What do you think, guys? Yeah, the spikes, I agree. JSI Banaz. I agree. The spikes might end up being a little too small. Even like these little fingernails. Like you got to simplify this a lot in order for it to work as a hood ornament. But it is a, a nice design, and I hope you are only using this for Player Studio and nothing else. Because if I find out that you ripping off somebody else's stuff, or this is work that's been done for another company, I will find you. Trust me, I will find you, sir. All right. Anyway, that looks good. Yeah, you gotta clean that up. Here you go, Nico Coco. Nico, you in the house, sir? He's talking about bayonets, dude. We don't do bayonets. We do knives. But if these are knives, these are nice looking knives. Very nice. I like these, Nico. Definitely NC. Definitely TR. Definitely VS. It's a nice design. It's very cool. See if you got any further than that. Nope. just at the very beginning, if you guys want to give Mr. Nico Coco some advice or some feedback on his knives he has here. This is the round 3. I wonder what happened to round 2. Interesting. Yeah, so go ahead and give him some feedback off in his thread. If you got any questions, please go ahead and throw those up in the chat while I'm going. And if you want me to look at your particular asset, please go ahead and throw that up in there. Let me know what's the name and what page it's on. Because anything beyond that, it's like without that, I'm just messing around. So please let me know. All right, so Mr. JHK 655 has a TR holographic sight, and he's got some some doodads over here and want to do some stuff over there. But yeah, real life is not necessarily the best way to go about it. But yeah, that's how real life holographic sights look. That's great. But in a game like PlanetSide 2, stuff like this will obscure your view, and you may want to think about removing that. So if you want to, yeah, here you go. Get on ahead. Look at this. All of that side blocked. So there you go, man. You gotta understand like how it's being used in context of the game. So just because it works, it's actually a piece of real life, and works that way in real life, does not make it fun. Because if that was the case, we'd be making Real Life Simulator Part 14, right? Like, okay, go stand in line at the DMV and wait for an hour. Yippee, sweet! I can't wait to do that challenge. Yeah, it's not gonna work. So real life is not necessarily always fun. So yeah, I would shave off that side and then come up with a design that is unique, and does not kind of imitate some of the stuff that we currently see in common day. Has anyone done a 3.4x scope yet? I don't know. I don't think we don't really put numbers on them, because the scopes can be whatever zoom ratio you want them to be. Obviously we're not going to make a reflex sight be like 10x scope, but you can make them whatever you want. So a 3.4, I don't know, maybe somebody has. So yeah, McFluff, the DMV, so fun. All right, so that's the holographic sight. All right, Red Justice Decal. So I try to mix these up a little bit. McFluff, is this yours, homie? I was just looking at this. So as far as decals go, I don't really know about the flames. Might need a little bit of work in the flames. This looks good. This looks a little weird. It's getting kind of fuzzy. I'm not really sure about the black outline around it. Like, yeah, what happened here? I don't know what happened here. It's too much. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because this, you know what's going to happen? Yeah, when you cut that out, it's just going to look weird, because you got the black outline around it. Yeah, you need to make that transparent somehow, and clean up the flames a little bit so they look more like flames. Yeah, that's what I would say. And make your line work clean. Like, clean this up a little bit, because this is a little bit, make it more graphical than more painterly. So get like more gradation in here instead of like these kind of brush strokey type stuff. Because when you shrink that down, imagine what this looks like. That's about, let's see, that's about 256, right? That's about 256 right there. So when you shrink it down, a lot of stuff disappears. It just kind of blends together. So you got to make sure that you have something that actually represents it at smaller resolutions when it actually gets put into the game. So you might want to simplify the flames a little bit so that they're not just kind of turned into like red balls. All right, very nice. All right, we are down to my last pick. Sweet. Refresh. Why is everybody saying refresh? Did this last time. Refresh, please. Is this me? Are you talking to me? What is this? Yeah, exactly. I don't know what the refresh is. Refresh the page. What are you talking about? I did refresh the page. Whatever. I'm off that thing anyway. I don't pay attention to chat. I'm looking at chat right here. Treadstone 03. I'm looking right at it. What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, we're gonna go to let's see whose thing is this. Okay, Zulthus with some armor attachments. Let's see. We can go on to the last page and see what's going on. Sir Kane, what's up? All right, let's see what's going on with this. All right, so earlier I asked him to clean up some of his line work because it was a little like your textile density was a little bit too loose, but I think you're still suffering from the same problems because the textile density is still a little bit off. You see, look at this. Look at the exact. You look at that. You see this? See the difference between here and here? Night and day. You know, it's really tight right here. Gets really loose right here. So you need to, subdivide this so that you can get tighter resolution on some of that stuff, or move it to a different spot on the sheet. Because this one is probably suffering from what I was talking about earlier, where it's got too much line work. And it's hard to see where the tank starts and where it ends. So you need you need areas where it's like calm down, and then you need tight details, and you need to calm it down and tight details. So you need broad areas like these, and then you need like some detailed areas like this, but you have to have a good balance of detail versus broad areas. And I think this is where it's falling apart, because you're trying to get some broad areas, but you're stretching the pixels out a little bit too much. So tighten that up a little bit and try again, sir. Try again. All right. Should make a tool that displays textile density. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be useful. That'd be useful. All right. Let me go ahead and give away another code. Shall I? Question. Decals on guns. Yeah, possibility. Possibility. Page 4. Let's see if I can find that one. Decals on guns could be possible. Any new weapons soon? Yeah, we actually did another round, and we will have, I believe we have 14 weapons on kind of on slated for the next couple months. Not due to come out in the next couple months, but for us to actually start working on it in the next couple months. So we got 14 of those, so possibly. When will come the next patch with Player Studio stuff? All right, let me get you to understand how this works. My job is to help you guys, to assist you in making of assets, right? So that you can actually make these things correctly and get them in, get them to the point where they're acceptable, etc., etc. After you submit them, for now, what we do is take those things and clean them up, and then we send them, get them all the way through, get the decal, get the icon made for it so it can go in the marketplace, blah blah blah. I do not set dates on when things come out. That's somebody else's job. That is Taylor Dowell's job. So she gathers all the assets and she sets it up so that you have a nice dispersal of Player Studio stuff and internal stuff and so on and so forth. And then she puts it on a calendar. So when you ask me when's my thing coming out, or when is the next Player Studio stuff comes out, I'm going to tell you I don't know, and I'm probably tell you that until the end of time, because not my department. I can push and pull things a little bit, but for the most part she's in control of the marketplace and determines whether or not certain things go and certain things don't. There you go. It's checks and balances. If it was all on me, I'd put them all on the store at the same time and wreck somebody's chances. So don't leave it to me. So I wouldn't know. Code, yes, people want codes. Let's see a new guy in there. Let's see All right, we got a code for Asnam. I think that's the name. Asnam. Good job. Thanks for having me. Thanks for being here with me. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Asnam. So stick around after the stream. I will get you hooked up with this code, sir. All right, let's get back into it. Somebody wanted me to do something on page 4, and I forget what it was. Say it was a VS something. See, yeah, see, that's how it works. You gotta tell me. Hey, my good friend, Dark Texas, what's good? JS iBands, what's good? There you go. Samurai Chef, you might get picked by for a code. Who knows? Yeah, somebody asked me about something. What was it? I don't even know. Let's just go ahead and grab something. Let's see. VS Synthesis helmet. All right. All right. See, nobody helped him out. Data Dragon. Come on, guys. You guys got to get on your game. All right. Let's look at the 3D. This Skillinator. All right. Let me do that on page 4. Yeah. Yeah. This one's not ready for prime time, homie. Data Dragon. If you're paying attention. Yeah. And yeah. Sometimes the idea that you start with is just not the idea you should finish with. And this is one of those instances. Sometimes you have a good idea, sometimes you don't. And sometimes those mediocre ideas can actually turn into something. In this situation, I don't think this one's turning into much. So I would say go back to the drawing board, reconcept, and then try again. But yeah, I mean, don't fret. It happens to the best of us. We do that all the time. Internally, we go through concepts all the time. That's what the whole process is for. You concept and concept and concept until you get something good, and then you start on it. And even then, some concepts just don't translate into 3D very well. So then you still have to make some massages to it. So keep up the good work, sir. This one's just not a winner at this time. All right, somebody. Okay, let me go down here. See if I can find that one the guy was looking for. Okay, there you go. Irv Pro. Is that what you wanted? What? Come on, dude. That's not that. That's not the one you wanted to look at, right? All right. Yeah. I've seen this one before. All right, see where we at. Okay. Got 3D model yet? There it is. All right, folks. If anybody's got any feedback for Mr. Irv Pro, please shoot it over. Yeah, you got to get rid of these, dude. This is what's killing it. Yep, that's what's killing it. Obviously the Geo is acting a fool on you too, because you got a lot of bruising going on for some strange reason. Smoothing groups though, it's probably all smoothing groups. Yeah, you got some bruising right there too. And then you got like no smoothing groups here. That's why it's all faceted right there. But yeah, I would clean this up. Just get rid of these. Get rid of those. And then let's see what that looks like. And then I would, actually move these to where the ear is. That's too high. You know how I can tell? Because if that's the eye, the top of the eye right here is supposed to line up with the top of the ear. Like eyebrow, like right here. Top of your eye, like side of your eyebrow is supposed to line up with the top of your ear. So if you draw that line all the way back, that's where your ear should be. So move that down so it doesn't look so weird. Grab that whole thing and shift it down and clean it up, and then get rid of this, and then do something in there. And then of course make sure your geo around your neck lines up properly, so you don't end up with any bull job that happens when this thing folds over. So all right, yeah, you got a little ways to go. Almost there, sir. Almost there. Let's see. TR Leonidas. All right, let's go. Page 1. TR Tango. All right. Nope. Did I pass it up, dude? I passed it up, didn't I? What's going on, Never X Spike? I'm looking at page 1, aren't I? I can't find it. All right, let me go ahead and type this thing on. See, this is why I hate looking for them. they should just pop out at me. Right? Should just pop right out in my face. Alright, let's do this. Alrighty. McFluff! Alright, what's going on in McFluff land? Oh, so sad. Alright, McFluffy. What we got? Alright, where we at? Alright, this is, okay, let's go to the P3D. P3D. Alrighty. Zoop, Zoodoop, Zoodoo. Alright, dude. Yeah, what's going on? Is this just like, it's just a helmet and there's a face behind it? I'm assuming? Because there's... Alright, it's hard to see what's going on. Let me go and do this. Alright. So what's going on right here? Is that face? Or is that just like a mask? So no face coming through? I don't know about this for TR though. I just don't know. I don't think this is TR. I really ain't, because you got too many angles going here. Posing angles too. Concave shapes. Not really TR. TR is more about rounded, convex. You got some concave shapes in here. I would, yeah. Not really TR. If you wanted to like TR this out, you could go ahead and smooth all this around, like bring this around like that. Instead of sharpen it like that, bring this all the way around. And then, yeah, same thing here. Like, smooth that out. Like, do something else around here. Yeah, and then, yeah, get rid of, yeah, that's a little too spiny, a little bit too VS in here. Get rid of the spine thing. Plus, it's going to be hard to make sure that they're rigged and the weight on it actually works properly. So get rid of that. Not really sure what this is and why that's there. A little weird placement there. But yeah, just move some stuff around here, man. Like, I don't really know why you even have that. I would say get rid of it. It's look weird. And yeah, stop this right here so you don't have to worry about that pull jive going on. And I'm assuming that these are tubes, breathing tubes, but it, you know, no filter on front. I don't really know what the tubes are going to. Some kind of thing in here. I would definitely if you want it to be dark, yeah, texture it with something at least. Because with this being black, I don't even know if it's black and shiny. If it's black and flat, it's just gonna be a void. You know, this is gonna turn into a void. It's not gonna pop off very well. And if these are, you know, I don't know if these lenses are supposed to be shiny or not. But yeah, it's not gonna pop off very well. So, just for the lenses, make sure you have like a really shiny part of the black texture, and then for this area, make sure that you have a detail normal in that area as well. All right, what we got? 538 tubes. Yeah, tubes. See, just saying tubes for the sake of having tubes. Yeah, I don't even know why this helmet is connected to the back like that. That really doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, it's supposed to look like a Spartan helmet. I'm assuming, but it still got to fit the faction. You know, still got to fit the needs of the faction first. So you can't squeeze it in. It's got to, you know, it's got to use the faction language first, and then it can be whatever it wants to be. Could you take a look at NC Honcho Cap, page 1? All right, Honcho Cap. I think I just saw that. Bam. Mutton Skiff. Mutton Skiff. Cute, cute. All right, Skiffy. What's going on with this mug? I think we already got a helmet that kind of looks like this already. Yeah, this, you know, I don't even know why you want to extrude that. Just as far as like, yeah, this wraparound bird, that should just be like right in the middle. I wouldn't wrap that around at all. And like these extrudes just seem a little unnecessary. Get rid of those. Get rid of that. Yeah, get rid of this one on top. They don't really make any sense to have it there. These Kumo D shades, not really feeling them. Because like I said, I think we already got like a helmet that looks just like this. If I track it down, I'll let you know. It's probably in It's definitely in the submission page. I'm gonna go ahead and track that down today for you. How about that, Skiff? And a matter of fact, I think Beastbuster made a helmet like this. So yeah, I would put that on ice, Mutton. Cause can't have two of the same things up in there. Can't have it. Yeah, let me track that down for you just so I can be sure that that is the case, sir. Yeah, what's going on? What's going on, Kane Cineblunts? What's happening? What's happening? All right, let me go ahead and give out another code, shall I? Because I got 3 more to give out. Let's see. Okay, got you. Sim. There you go. There you go. You got a station cash card worth X amount of dollars. Who knows? Random money drop. Can you please have can I please have codes? What? Dude, I can't just give you a code because you asked for it. You got to get randomly picked from the list. That's how it works. All right. So anybody else? Yeah, you want a code. I'm sorry. Too late. It's not time yet. I got 2 more codes to give out, and we got 15 minutes, roughly 15 minutes left. All right. Let me go ahead and do something real quick. How about you guys? We need a little special treat, shall we? Let me go ahead and go. I'm gonna go and log into. I'm gonna go ahead and log into the submissions page and see what we got waiting, because I haven't been there today. See what we got waiting, and then you guys can tell me whether or not it should get in or not. How about that? How about that? Cineblunts, these nuts want a code? Okay. Don't look like you'll be getting a code, sir. I don't give codes to nuts. All right. All right, let's go. I got this one right out of the submission page. You guys can tell me what you think. All right. VS Male Heavy Assault. I'm assuming he only wants this on Heavy Assault. All right. What you guys think? Let me know. Let me know. Give me a yes or no. Just throw a yes or no. Hot or not. Yeah, this is hot or not. This is how we do it. Just let me know how this goes. I'm going to go ahead and throw that back to there. Damn. There it is. All right. Let me know what you guys think about this, sir. What about VS Hat Day? I don't know. What about VS Hat Day? We don't need VS Hat Day because you guys are making all the hats. You guys are making all the good stuff. All right. Give me a vote. Come on. Give me a vote on this. Yes? Yes? You get a bunch of yes. Oh, Walter Kovacs says nope. Really? Cypolar, no? I see a bunch of haters in here. You guys haters? You can't be haters. Please don't do that. Don't be a hater. Doesn't feel Heavy Assault to me. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yes, yes. But it's a good helmet, though. Whether or not it's used for Heavy Assault is irrelevant. Love this one. Yeah, I was waiting for it. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Somebody needs a straw poll. And it ain't really that scientific. I'm just trying to, you know, get you guys out there and just get you to use your mind a little bit. Yeah, it's sexy. Somebody said that. Looks like a bicycle and helmet. Kinda does. I can see some of the, you know, some of the resemblance in there. All right, so I believe it's an overwhelming yes for the most part. A couple haters in there saying no. That's all right. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. That's great. I appreciate your feedback. All right, I'll keep that in mind when it's time to actually say no to that or yes. Depends. Who knows? All right, next up. Let's see. Which one shall I pick? All right. How about this one? Dread Wasp. What do you guys think? Just give me a simple yes or no. A max helmet. We don't do max helmets. No max helmets for Player Studio just yet. What do you guys think about this one? Nope. Very feminine. Man, it is kind of feminine. Yo P pimps. I think so. It is kind of girlish. It does kind of look girlish. Yeah, some nose in there. Needs work. Yeah, okay. I think you guys are on the, looks nice. Somebody says look nice. See, the person that said it looks nice is the same person that said no to the last helmet. I'm kind of confused there. Yeah, it's a lot of nose in there. I'm tending to agree with the crowd here. This one, yeah, it's a bit flat. Yeah, it's a bit flat. Yep. All right. Well, I won't rush to make a decision with mob tactics up in here, but we shall see what the fate of the dread Wasp is at a later date, shall we? All right. Let me go ahead and bust out one more before I give out a code. Get you guys fired up. All right. Somebody submitted these. I don't really know what to think of them. I've been having a hard time with them. Having a hard time. What do you guys think? Little flags for the quad. What do you think? I don't know. What do you guys think? Anybody? What's going on, David? Sav1. Welcome aboard. Somebody says yes. Oprah Oprah says yes. Let's see. Flags. Yeah, it's not gonna wave or anything. It's just gonna be like stuck to the back. It's not gonna. Somebody says look silly. Okay. Yeah. Yes. A couple yes. No. All right. Well, golf. Anyone? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Say yeah. A little goofy. Yeah. Okay. I can agree with that. Too classic. Yeah. Possibly. More options, why not? Yes. Okay, that's a good way to think about it. Okay. All right, thanks for your opinion, guys. Appreciate it. I will determine its fate at a later date. Hey, that rhymes. Did you notice that? All right, I'm gonna do one more. Hold on, one more. I'm gonna find one that's been bothering me. All right, let's see what you guys think about this one. This one, I don't know. I've been kind of thinking about it. I don't know. What do you guys think? You know, let me know. Yeah, there's no physics in the game for flags like that. So, yeah, the flag's gonna be really stiff. So having it out there is gonna be a little bit different. Yeah, plus 10 for ramen. I know how I do. You know, just give me a little chance. I'll get out there, make you dance. Around with that one too. There you go. All right, Patch. What do you think? What do you think? Okay. That's hilarious. Okay. No. Somebody said piffed. The piffed gave him the piffed. Come on. Yeah, not Pirate Day. Okay. PS to Pirates. Okay. Very angry about this one. Apparently. No. Okay. Wow. Such vibrant debate over this one asset. Okay. Yeah, as you ask, look at you looking for a code. Come on now. All right. Yeah, it's a minimalistic helmet, you know. No. Why not a mustache? Yeah, I guess you're getting kind of in that realm. Pirate side too, man. Yeah, I mean, things happen in the heat of battle, man. People get shot in the eyeball. You don't want to get shot again. You want to protect that hole that you got. You got to protect the hole at all cost. All right. I'd rather lose the other eye. All right. Needs a cigar. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, you guys feel very strong about that. Yeah, not good. Looking good for the eye patch. I thought for sure NC would love the eye patch. Okay. Maybe not. All right, thanks a lot, folks. Appreciate you helping me with my dilemmas. And just for that, I'm gonna give away another station cash code worth random amount of money. And I'm gonna give it to Toast Cat. Toast Cat. I think that's $2.99. Toast Cat, is that you? Yeah, Toast Cat $2.99. I got that right. Toast Cat is your friend Top Cat. All right. We've got 10 more minutes, and I know we've got some We got some streams to promote. Obviously, these are wrong. So you guys need to know, if something's going on this week. I'm going to let you know that we got Inside the Player Studio with me, of course. And, of course, It's Murder coming up after me, I believe. And Work in Progress tomorrow, 3 to 4. Kudo Chop Chop, 6 to 7 on Tuesday. Wednesday, we got Battle Rank Go with Rail here. And then Higby Please, 4:30. Then good friend Sardis on Wednesday. I think that's right. We've done a lot of, a lot of stuff got changed around. I don't think Kick Ride's on that list anymore. So Bear Force 9 has now moved to Fridays. I need to update this list. But we got, still got guys streaming. No more Friday Night Ops. No more La Perza. La Perza is gone. La Perza is now streaming for Curse. Good luck to her. Appreciate all the hard work. You guys should give her a round of applause in your respective homes. And appreciate all the hard work that she's done for us. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. All right. At the end of the show, folks, go ahead and toss some questions up in there. Yeah, F&O ended last Friday. That was the last of it. You got to protect your holes. Got to protect your holes. All right. I got one more code left, and I'm going to leave that for the last 5 minutes of the show. Until then, don't rest her in peace. She ain't dead, man. Come on now. She ain't croak. She went on to, bigger and better things. That's what they say, right? She went on to improve her career as a streamer and such. Got a really nice cush job hanging out in Alabama. You wouldn't catch me in Alabama, but hey, to each his own. So, all right, question: are there any plans for new infantry armor? I am glad you asked that, sir. So there are plenty of plans for them. Big plans. Big plans. So where we stand right now, we are currently finishing up the new Max suits for the T-Aura. You heard that. New Max suits, completely new Max suits for the TR. Those are finishing up via outsourced right now. And we've got them working on the conversion from the male to female for the brand new heavy assault. You heard that right. Brand new heavy assault. And then after we get all those in-house, get all squared away, we're going to start weighting them to the current skeleton that we have. And then that's it. Then those will be available to you guys, for purchase. So we do have new character suits coming very soon here. Okay, what else? Yeah, oh man, that's oh my God. I am with you on that, Toast Cat. It's good stuff. I hope you guys like the new designs. They're gonna be really nice. Why does the heavy Araxium plating look so good? And standard with, I don't know. It's because the shader, the Araxium shader, is based on positioning. And it's also based on the tiling rate of the character that it's applied to. So with the different classes, each one of those has like a slightly different tiling rate because the shells are completely, there's no uniform shell size. All the shells are built so that they fit within the texture in a certain way. So, you'll have different tiling rates. So with the tiling, we have the ability to tile certain things at a certain rate based on what they look like in the actor tool. Now, I'm sure a lot of this stuff is just kind of like whatever. I'm trying to explain it to you, but each one of those classes and each one of those factions has a different tiling rate, but we only made one tiling Araxium texture per impart. So it's going to look slightly different per class, and the way that you look at that shader is based on angle of incidence. So it'll change color based on the way you look at it. So it'll look different. Why would you ask me a question for Taylor? I wouldn't know that. It's not for me. Nice glasses. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Whatever happened to the Max grenade launcher? Okay. Yeah, the rocket launcher. So the Max grenade launchers, I think the question behind that was, and the flamethrower, don't you forget that either. The problem with that was, we didn't want it to turn into, super spammy, you know, so it got kind of, doing testing, it got kind of spammy, so people were just like launching grenades all over the place, you know, willy-nilly and stuff. So, you know, it's got a little weird. So I think we kind of pulled that one back. Same thing with the flamethrower got well, flamethrower had different issues, you know, frame rate issues. So anytime somebody lit that thing up, it's like doot doot doot. So yeah, didn't really work out. So we need to work on a code solution for the flamethrowers, and then probably revisit the usage on the grenade launchers. Can we get a skin portion on the texture sheet? Where was that at? I just lost it. Skin portion on the texture sheet that helps with implants and the like. I don't really know what the binary code, or I don't know what you're talking about. A skin portion on the texture sheet? Why would that have anything to do with implants? Yeah, I'm not really seeing what you're talking about. You want implants on the face? Like, I don't know. Is it true you designed the giant spike dildo cannon for the new main battle tank weapon? We don't have any new main battle tank. Did we have any new stuff? Yeah, we haven't even designed those. We actually got the new stuff coming out, I think, next month. So I haven't even designed the VS one. I don't know which one you're talking about. Weapon model revamps. Revamps, probably not soon, but new weapons, yes. Working on that. Like I said earlier, we got 14 new weapons that we got in the mix. Just did contracts for those concepts, so those should be coming. The concepts should be coming in pretty soon. When those weapons get finished is, you know, kind of up in the air at this point in time. All right, so it looks like I got 3 minutes left. I'm gonna give out this last code, and again, if I'm giving out the code, you got to stick around to after the stream to receive your so-called monies. And new weapons, yes, good. How about heavies being able to replace rocket launcher with a flamethrower? Like I said, flamethrowers not good for frame rate. Frame rate and flamethrowers don't like each other. All right, I'm gonna give this one to Golden Dragon. You got yourself a station cash code worth random amounts of money. Could be tens of thousands, could be one, who knows. Could be millions of dollars in station cash, but it is most likely not. So, okay, it's 5:58. One more question. Our weapons are going to have more visual diversity than the 2012, 2013 models. Yes. You're going to be all over the place, all over the board. Going to be like different animations, kind of crazy, all kind of stuff. We got like new rocklet gun that's in there. We got rocklet, what is it, rocklet rifle, I think it's called now. All kinds of stuff. Craziness. Just craziness. So yeah, we're gonna you know, mix it up a little bit. Now we got a little bit of time to kind of flush out some of the things. We don't have to rush so much some of these things to the market, so we can actually spend some time, you know, working on the animations, making them really unique, working on the textures, etc., you know, making it real nice. Like any plans for no Ender? It's not gonna happen. And I explained this 2 years ago. Okay, so underslung machine chain gun. Not gonna happen, because in every situation that you're in, it hits the cover. So it's a cover-based game where you have a cover height that is exactly the same height as the gun. And in addition to it, it is the only weapon that uses that weapon set. So you're asking us to create a weapon set, an animation weapon set that only one faction and one character class uses. That's totally unique, which means that we're basically gonna bloat all of our animation resources as far as like how much you guys have to download, how much memory it takes, blah blah blah. And we're gonna do that for a gun that only fires when you're outside of cover. Not really worth it. Not really worth it. So again, like we've talked about this until we blew in the face. I told you guys, it's just not a good idea. You think you want it, but when you get it, it's not going to work for you. Trust me. It's either that or you had a dude running around like this so that he can shoot over stuff. It's just, it looks stupid. We did it before. We've already done it. We've been there. We saw what happened. You will not like the results. Trust me on this. All right, 6 o'clock. You know what that means? That means that it is time for me to go, folks. I am so sorry. Time just flies by. Just flies by. I'd love to stay here for another hour, but I'm sure you guys would not. So I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. I hope you learned something new. Thanks for helping me out with some of these really hard entries that you guys, get some yes and no votes on. Appreciate it. I think I know exactly what I'm going to do with some of these things now. Thanks to you and your help. So until next time, this is Inside the Player Studio, and have a good evening.